So I've been getting countless text messages from friends and family asking what stock picks to buy. Now I love to trade stocks, but no, I am not a financial planner. No, I am not a stockbroker, and no, this is not advice. I'm just gonna tell you just some basic education and tips and understanding. So there's two types of trading, mainly. There's technical trading and fundamental trading. Fundamental trading is basically trading events or trading basically psychology or basically movements, fundamental factors, right? Technical trading is basically trading when different things hit different levels. For an example, if something's overbought or oversold, you trade based on that. You don't pay attention to anything what's going on in the world. You strictly trade technically. So I use both sides of it. So what you want to do right now to really kind of get a good idea of maybe what stocks to buy is you just got to think about things and how they get affected. For an example, right? Now they're going to have this major stimulus plan come out. So look at the stimulus plan. See who that helps, right? So we know that the airline industry, those stocks got absolutely obliterated. They're going to get some major assistance. Well, what keeps a business going? Capital, right? So we know the airlines aren't going to collapse. So you know what? It may not be a bad long play to buy some airline stocks like, you know, American Airlines or Delta, right? And then you also look on the other side. So when this all happened, what did I do? I loaded up on Zoom. Right? Why did I load up on Zoom? Because I knew if people were going to have to work from home, they're going to have to sign up for Zoom Media. So I bought a bunch of Zoom, right? Then I look on the other side. Okay, you know what? If people can't travel as much, you know what? I probably should look at shorting some hotels, or basically meaning I'm going to buy the option to sell the stock at a certain price, or basically short the stock in essence. Meaning if the stock's trading at $80 a share and I'm like, that stuff's going to drop to $60 a share. I'm going to short that stock, meaning I'm going to buy the right to sell it at $80, knowing that it's going to drop to $60, and that's how I make my money on the way down. I shorted hotel stocks, right? Then I look at other things that simply shouldn't have never been affected, right? So a lot of the S&P 500, you know, it was a lot of items got oversold, meaning they were just frenzy selling. So I looked at good companies. Yes, was the stock market overheated? Yes, was it overvalued? Absolutely. But this is times when you can look and make some really great buys, right? So you look at things, oil plummeted to like $20 a barrel. Let me just tell you guys something. Yes, it plummeted to $20 a barrel. Why? Because you're gonna have freighters not using oil, airplanes not using oil, you know, economies not using oil, right? Well, that doesn't mean that we're not going to go back to using oil, right? So what did I do? I shorted oil on the way down, knowing we're not going to be using much of it, so that price is going to fall. Shorted on the way down. Then, now I know what's going to happen is once COVID-19 kind of passes and all that stuff gets in, people are going to go back to living their daily lives. What are they going to run on? Oil. Oil price is going to go back up, right? Then you also look at other things. You say, hey, if there's a recession coming, people in a recession, they like tangible assets. What are tangible assets? For example, things like real estate, things like gold, things like silver, things like oil. And rather than buying gold itself or buying silver itself in a particular stock like an EFT, what you want to do is maybe buy silver miners or buy gold miners, right? So these are just kind of the general concepts that you need to be thinking about when you are wanting to get into actually trading stocks. So just do your research, understand these simple concepts, and just start creating that mindset so you can be aware when these things happen. Buy those companies and you'll have some great stock picks.